Hey, welcome to Southern Lightwork. I am going to try something different. I'm just getting this business off the ground and my spiritual business. I feel weird calling it a spiritual business for some reason because it just feels like work. Like I'm working for myself, yes. And I feel like I have been called for a couple years now to do certain work. So they're coming, the messages are coming in different ways. So I'm getting clairaudient messages, clairsentient, some clairgustance, but it's not as prominent. I hear stuff, I see visions. Some of them seem like they're information that I'm supposed to have. I'm not so sure about the precognition, but I definitely have I've had some dreams that seem like they are, they have precognitive messages. I think I just made up that precognitive. So I'm just watching to see if they come to pass, because it's easy to feel like something's happening and then or like it's prophetic or it means something for somebody, and then you just never know if it does or not. So I'm gonna try this. I'm gonna use a red marker. I did the other day and something came through and it kind of scared me and I stopped. So I'm just gonna pray and I'm gonna move out of Spirit's way and see what message or messages want to come through today. So if this is interesting to you, please keep watching. We'll see what comes out. Let's see if the cards tell me anything. Is somebody about to step into a bear trap? But they're not stuck. Just got their foot in there. It looks like they're, you know how all those movies, like I'm thinking specifically, I just watched TV show that has the Japanese actor that played Data in the Goonies as a grown up. For some reason I'm thinking about all his booby traps. He kept saying booty traps, and they're like, no, it's not booty traps, it's booby traps. That's what I said, booby traps. But it makes me think about, like, it's a booby trap. Like somebody is stepping into a booby trap, but they caught it before it ensnared them. Why am I saying ensnared? I don't know. I don't talk like that. But they stopped it right before. Okay. That feels like a message. Also, I'm just tying together stuff that's happened today. So there are no coincidences. My mom signed her up for hospice services, and part of that service is having a chaplain come by. 16:03 on my clock. It's my birthday, 6/3. But part of the service includes having a chaplain that comes and does rounds, and I'm pulling up the scripture that he read to her today. It was Isaiah 59, I believe it was verse 19, because I asked him to say it again. So shall they fear the name of the Lord from the west, and his glory from the rising of the sun. When the enemy shall come in like a flood, the Spirit of the Lord shall lift up a standard against him. And he kept saying, like, I don't know why the Lord is bringing me this message, but it just felt like the right one for you. So he's saying this to my mom, who's got dementia, so she's definitely already forgotten it. And I asked him to repeat it again. What was that scripture, so I can look it up, because it sounds like it might be for me instead. So, regardless of what you believe, I'm not a Christian. I don't consider myself a devout Christian. I was raised in the Christian church by a minister father, a religious mother who was raised by a minister father. So it's ingrained in me, and I'm just saying, I'm not a proselytizing Christian. I'm not an evangelical, but I don't leave anything on the table. I feel like that was for a reason that he read that scripture. And yeah, so I take everything as messages. It was also right before I started recording this. I looked at my clock while I was gathering up the decks that I wanted to use, and it was 3:33 on the clock. So, when I had an idea to, okay, maybe I will record myself scribbling, scribble scrying, I think is what I want to call it. And as soon as I had a thought, I turned around and looked at the clock, and it was 3:33. So I was like, okay, well, that's angelic protection, angelic guidance, ancestor guidance for me. So I took that as a yes, go ahead and do that. But to be talking about protection, and a lot of folks who consider themselves light workers or having ascended or wherever you are in your spiritual journey, a lot of folks feel like they're under spiritual attack right now for various reasons. Because everybody, I guess, who calls themselves a witch or warlock, they try to use spiritual things to their advantage, right? So some people may even, unbeknownst to them, be doing stuff that can cause harm, and they're not even really thinking about it because they're in their ego. When you're doing divination practices and from an egoic perspective, or with egoic intentions, you really screw with it. You really set yourself up for weird stuff. So, and that, I'm not saying that from experience. I'm saying it because of the many readings I listened to as I've learned more about tarot and oracles and divination practices. What I am taking to heart is that it needs to be with pure intentions, right? Anything you do in the spiritual realm or any spiritual work needs to be done with pure intentions and honest intentions. If you're doing it because you want to affect somebody's free will, or because you want something to change or to go in your favor when it's not part of your destiny, when it's in an attempt to steal someone else's or to stop somebody from achieving their destiny, that's when you're wrong. So if I'm scribble scrying and I get an image of somebody's foot stepping into a bear trap, and the scripture that I heard today is about the enemy. When the enemy shall come in like a flood, the Spirit of the Lord shall lift up a standard against him. So if you feel like you're under attack right now, spiritual attack, then this reading might be for you. Let's see. I want to do tarot, but I don't know if I want to do this deck. Got it in my hand, so maybe I will. I'm going to start with this one. I'm going to clarify with another tarot deck. One more shuffle. Is that the message? Is someone being lured into a trap? Six of Swords. And it came out in reverse. I'm just checking to see if my deck is upright, because yesterday I was shuffling and it was upside down. So Six of Swords in reverse. I already got something about that. The Empress. Somebody wants to divert somebody away from an empress. As if the Six of Swords is about going towards calmer water. Somebody wants to keep somebody stuck in the chaos. That's if they know they want to go towards an empress. Why would they do this? Why is somebody trying to get somebody stuck or trapped? Strength in reverse. They feel weak. Somebody feels weak without this person. What else do they feel? Nine of Cups. Maybe they feel like their emotional fulfillment is in this person. Which, trust me, I know you should never ever rely on somebody else for your emotional fulfillment, because you mess up every time. What is their next step? What else do they want to do? Eight of Pentacles and Ace of Cups. They're working on some type of love offer. If I get any court cards in reverse, I know we're dealing with karmic. Okay, let's see. That's what they plan on doing. Do I want to ask, are they using spell work? Are they using spell work to trap this person? King of Pentacles. They're trying to trap a King of Pentacles. He kind of looks like in this image, he kind of looks like an herbal, like he's using some type of, he's left it, like he's away from the kingdom. See the castle in the background? It's like he's going off to some other place to do this. Could be an earth sign doing this. Or somebody doing it to an earth sign who's a King of Pentacles. And, it's already facing the camera. What's at the bottom of the deck? Two of Swords. Okay, I want to see who's in the Two of Swords. I'm going to use a Lost Soul Tarot to clarify these. Why is the Six of Swords in reverse? Chariot in reverse. Yeah, they're trying to stop somebody from They're trying to slow down movement, somebody's movement. Why is the Empress here? The Nine of Pentacles. It's also Empress energy. Somebody is a lesser Empress. And this can be a male or female person. It doesn't have to be a woman. Why is Strength in reverse? Is this person feeling weak? Ace of Cups again. Maybe they see this person wanting to take an opportunity, an emotional move towards an Empress. Why the Nine of Cups? Seven of Wands. This person may want to plead their case. They want another chance. Why do they need another chance? What are they working on? Why do they need another chance? So clearly they had a chance. Why do they need another one? Okay. Don't want me to know, do you? Why does this person need another chance? Five of Cups. Okay, somebody's in despair. Well, what is this Ace of Cups? What's their offer supposed to be? What offer are they trying to put on the table? That's too many. What offer? Are they in despair, and what offer are they putting up? Hanged Man. I've changed, baby. I'm different now. I don't know why I just heard that. I'm different. I've changed. I see things differently now. Okay, well, what is this King of Pentacles gonna do? What does this King of Pentacles think about this offer? Queen of Swords. Ooh. They ain't trying to hear it. They're not trying to hear it. The Queen of Swords has been betrayed. She has been through the ringer. Again, this is not gender specific. This is an energy. The Queen of Swords is a nurturer who has been jaded. Somebody who is basically, you didn't call me out my name. You made me. You got me out of pocket. Like, this person is usually a giving, nurturing person, but this King of Pentacles is tired of something, and they're trying to be blocked. Somebody's trying to block them, stop their forward movement. Feels like confirmation. And now they're in the Queen of Swords energy because they're sick of it. So she has her sword up, like, yeah, you can come in, but this is what you get. I'm cold now. I was hot before. I was warm. I was warm. I still had a little bit for you. Now I'm just like, nah, I'm done. Because you had your chance. And now that you've changed, supposedly, you want everything to be different. But this King of Pentacles is done. Bottom of the deck is the Empress. Again, that's the Empress in 2 decks. Yeah, they want something better. They want something better. Yeah, let's do this one. This love oracle. Since we're talking about, I think we're talking about love. Or where they used to be love. Love don't live here anymore. Wow, that's a song. Who's it by? Rose Royce, I believe. If y'all know classic R&B, look up Rose Royce. Love don't live here anymore. You may know it already. I can't shuffle. Let me make sure that's the right. I may be wrong on the artist, but I'm pretty sure that's who it is. Dang it, I can't shuffle to save my life. Alright, let me try that again. Love don't live here anymore. You abandoned me. Love don't live here anymore. That's how this King of Pentacles is feeling. And this Queen of Swords energy. Just a vacancy. Love don't live here anymore. It was there. You had your chance. Don't try to stop it now. Don't try to stop me from leaving now. That's how they feeling. Now that you know I might be going towards an actual Empress. Let's see. Whew. What love messages do we have from the Six of Swords in reverse and the Chariot in reverse? What is that about? Intimacy, bonding, sensual, confiding. That's where they were headed, and they're trying to stop that. They've got intimacy with somebody else, or they feel like they could, and the person wants to stop it. Trying to slow it down. How do you stop a chariot? How do you stop a chariot that's, first of all, it's led by my Archangel Michael, so this is the baddest angel. Archangel. Are you trying to stop a chariot from moving, led by 2 horses? I mean, that's fast moving. It is basically, you're gonna get run over. You're trying to stop a boat from leaving. You're trying to stop a chariot from leaving. But somebody wants this intimacy. Look at this fire. And I keep hearing references to bonfires in so many different places. And this is a bonfire. They want to go towards where it's warm. They want to get out of this Queen of Swords energy. That ice cold. Ice cold. I'm hearing Andre 3000. Ice cold. No, they want to be warm again. They want intimacy again. Because apparently they didn't have it with this person who's now changed their mind and trying to change their stripes. What kind of stripes is that? Tiger stripes? Or some other type of slithering reptile. I don't know my poisonous snakes that have stripes. I don't know the names, so that's just what I had in my mind, though. The snake. I remember learning about snakes, being able to tell what's poisonous. Yellow next to black is a friend of Jack. Black next to red, you could end up dead. Something like that. Don't quote me, but there's something significant about that too. What about the Empress and the Knight of Pentacles? What about the Empress and the Knight of Pentacles? Escaping, avoiding, blocking, pushing away. Okay, so why Knight of Pentacles is giving me Jezebel? Because if that's pre-Empress energy, it's like you could have been an Empress. But for some reason, you wanted just the Pentacles. Like, not quite there. Not quite there, but this person is avoiding this Jezebel. Ace of Cups, clarifying strength in reverse, and Ace of Cups. Confessions, unveiling, coming clean messages. Whew. Just felt that in my heart chakra. Somebody has a confession and they don't feel strong enough to do it, but they want this cup of love. This Ace of Cups has come out twice. The Empress has come out twice. What about this Nine of Cups and Seven of Wands? Why the Seven of Wands? Who wants to plead their case for victory? What is that about? What does that have to do with this situation? Open heart. Okay, so this feels like receptive, empathy, vulnerable. Now this feels like the person that they're wanting to hold on to. I'm getting some pretty racy thoughts about this image. I'm not gonna say it out loud, but somebody, maybe this is the person that they're trying to hold on to, feels Nine of Cups, wants to plead their case and be open about and receptive. Their heart chakra's open. Their heart chakra is open. It's Eight of Pentacles and Five of Cups. Who's in despair about what they've been working on? Mistakes, misunderstood, victim, lost soul. So they feel like they made a mistake. Probably on this person that's trying to stop them now. Misunderstood, victim, lost soul. This is the Lost Soul Tarot. What about the Ace of Cups and the Hangman? Family, fertility, parents. Somebody is trying to get pregnant to hold on to somebody. Look at this. Just look at this. Look at this. I thought they only did this on movies and soap operas. How many soap operas, if y'all have ever seen them or your grandmama ever watched them, had on the stories and somebody got pregnant to keep somebody? They're really doing this in real life? Why would you bring a child into that? Somebody didn't want you, let them go. I'm so glad my mama taught me that. there have been, and I'm not saying I'm perfect. I'm not saying that there haven't been people that I've held on to for the wrong reasons, because I definitely have. I'm still single, and I'm almost 50 years old. But I'm also not going to chase nobody. I'm not chasing anybody, and I definitely would not put a child in the middle of my karmic relationship. Who does that? How do you sleep at night? Ugh. King of Pentacles and the Queen of Swords. Why is this? What's going to be the outcome of this? I don't know if I want an outcome question yet. Why is the King of Pentacles and the Queen of Swords here? Divine Feminine, Yin, feminine energy. They know there's another Divine Feminine for them. Still doesn't mean anything about gender. This is the Yin. This is the Yin to their Yang. Yang. Try to say it right. Divine Feminine. It's not this person. It's not this person that would try to trap you with a pregnancy. That's the trap. That's the trap somebody is trying to avoid. Or they're got one foot in the trap that hasn't closed yet. If I understand from the movies I've watched, I've never seen one in real life. When you step on a bear trap that's open, it's going to close when you take the pressure off of it. Kind of like a mine. A landmine. Not a land. Is it landmine? Those, what do they call them? Yeah, I guess it is a landmine. I can't, I'm losing the word for it right now. But it's the pressure when you put your foot on it, and the pressure keeps it from detonating. I think it's the same thing with a bear trap. It only closes on you if you try to get out of it. Somebody has this person trapped with something that they can't get themselves out of. You need a third person or a second person to help you to unengage the bear trap. Matter of fact, I'm gonna look that up. Let me look at the bottom of this deck. Oh, wow. Right after Divine Feminine is Divine Masculine. Are you kidding me? The Yang. Somebody sees you as their Yin, the Yin to their Yang, Divine Feminine. They are masculine, Divine Masculine. And they're trying to get out of a bear trap. You may be thinking somebody doesn't want to come close to you or doesn't want to come towards you. Or they're hesitating, they're procrastinating, they're not moving. They are stuck in something. They are literally stuck in something that they need help to get out of. Oh, thank you, Spirit. When you trap somebody, when you trap somebody's foot, they can't move, can they? They can't move. So if you're trying to stop them from going forward, you're trying to keep them from going towards calmer waters. You're trying to keep their chariot from moving. You're trying to use intimacy. That's what that feels like. This person is trying to use intimacy. They're trying to use their sacral energy, their sexual prowess, which may have worked at some point, to trap this person and get pregnant so that they won't leave. This person's already out in the Queen of Swords. Like, come on. They're done. They're done. When you get somebody to the point where they're not even feeling, they're so guarded. But you think a baby is going to, that is pathetic. It's pathetic. It's not desperation. That is just, it's cruel. It is cruel to this person and to the child that has no choice in the matter. Absolutely no choice. Now I want to see if this is actually happening. I'm going to try this Lenormand deck. I just want to see if it's working. Is it working? Is this person going to get out of this? I tell you, I don't understand it. I don't understand it. There's no telling how long this person had to not be this way. When you're in the Queen of Swords, you have given chance after chance. You have tried, because you're a queen. Like, you're not a page, you're not a knight. You have made it to the level of a queen. So you're running shit. You are still nice. You're still understanding. You're still nurturing. But somebody gets you in the Queen of Swords, like, you earned that. And as a Gemini, I can say that. If we are some of the most people, Geminis get bad raps, but Gemini Sun, we get a real bad rap because we can get along with anybody. Most of the ones I know. I don't know if there's a difference between May and June Geminis. From the ones I know, there is a difference. I tend to prefer June Geminis. No offense. But I just feel like June Geminis in particular, like, we are some of the most happy-go-lucky, seemingly aloof people. We don't take ourselves or anybody else too seriously, which pisses people off. Like, get over yourself. I don't take myself or anybody too seriously. I'll leave it at that. But if you piss us off, like, for real, then you get what you get. We don't suffer fools. Like, if you worked real hard to piss off a Gemini. Like, you really, really worked hard. Even if we don't talk to you anymore, it doesn't mean we're mad at you. We just moved on. There's no hard feelings. There's no animosity. Because I guarantee you, we probably have just completely X'd you out of our psyche. Completely. And it's not... I feel like I'm defending all Geminis right now. It's not animosity, honestly. Unless you did something. Even if you did do something, like you specifically targeted a Gemini and you did something intentionally to hurt us, to make us look dumb, which is also a no-no because we're some of the smartest people you will ever meet. And the best communicators. Like, we say exactly what we mean. we mean what we say, for the ones that I know. So even if it's not high vibration, even if it is completely petty, we mean what we say. And we'll tell you if we don't mean what we say, or we won't say it at all. But if you have done your due diligence and pissed us off, don't be surprised if we act like you never existed. So if you're in a Queen of Swords, like, you're acting like you got Gemini energy. You got all air signs. Aquariuses are probably Aquariuses. I don't know what's the plural. Libras are the same. Like, Libras might actually start a rumor about you and then forget about you. But Aquarius, I don't think they like anybody, for real. But Geminis, we probably really liked you. But if you make it clear that you don't have our best interest at heart, or you intentionally mean to harm us, you may doubt that you ever existed too. The way our cutoff game is. Trust me on that. So let me get back to this. I'm trying to figure out what is going to happen with this shenanigan. This whole shenanigan. What is this person's... What are the chances this is actually going to work? This trap that this person is setting for this King of Pentacles. Nice. Never pulled that one before. Let's see what that means. I'm going to have to go to the guidebook. Nice. Rider. I do know that means it's like night energy. They're still moving. Okay, so maybe it's not going to do anything. And bouquet. Might not be phased at all. Get two more. Ooh. Child comes out. Okay, let me hold back. Maybe it is going to work. Maybe it is going to work after all. And dog. Okay, this is about loyalty. So let's see. Already feeling like, okay, if this works, then they know this person's going to be loyal. That's why they're doing it. Like, the only way I can get you to keep you from leaving me is to get pregnant, to give you a child, then I know you're going to stay. And book is at the bottom of the deck. So let's see. Because I don't know these cards as well. Mice is number 23. It's a 5. 5s are about change and about conflict, though. Conflict that leads to change. Mice is loss, destruction, damage, complication, disappearance. The main idea indicated by the mice card is the loss of something, damage to property, or theft. There is an opportunity to avoid loss if you understand the reason and take action. Okay, you have to confront those people in your life who want to harm others. The mice card indicates a state of anxiety, restlessness, secret vices, or old debts. So since this is about, let's do people and relations. In a people spread, it characterizes an intelligent and cunning person who has endurance, but uses his qualities for dishonest purposes. In the scenario of relations, there may be mercenary motives and wait a minute. Sorry, I should have silenced my phone. It completely distracted me. In the scenario of relations, there may be mercenary motives and deception at work. Y'all know what a mercenary is, right? Basically a contract killer. This card indicates that a partner's feelings are beginning to be neglected. There may be hidden vices. So within this 9 of Cups can also be seen as somebody who drinks too much. You know, it's not always about wish fulfillment. It's not always about emotional fulfillment, that you've got everything you worked for. This could be somebody who is, look, he's sitting there acting like those cups are not behind him. I don't see, what you mean? What cups? I don't see anything. I don't have any cups. They're behind me now. Or I quit drinking. So you can't accuse me of drinking if I tell you I quit. Somebody has a vice and they want to state their case, but the person is open to listening. But I think this Queen of Swords don't play. Like, don't play at all. A contract killer? Really? A mercenary? Murder for hire? Let me make sure I'm right about that, because that's what I always thought it meant. Let's see. Mercenary. Mercenary is a private individual who joins an armed conflict for personal profit, is otherwise an outsider to the conflict, is not a member of any other official military. Mercenaries fight for money or other forms of payment rather than political interest. It's a contract killer. So, all right. So this is who's trying to stop somebody from leaving. So a contract killer got caught feelings for somebody, or just is enjoying the benefits of being with this King of Pentacles. It's a King of Pentacles, for God's sake. If they got resources, they got connections, they got actual money, they're going to do everything they can to stop them from leaving, from going towards their wish fulfillment, from leaving for calmer waters, for leaving quickly. I could never. Okay, the Rider card. I'll just read these real quick. In a relationship spread, the Rider gives a clue that the near future brings plans for you to meet with someone who may bring some information. This card might mean a new love or a flirtation. They're trying to leave. They're trying to go. They're done. This Hangman it doesn't matter. The change in perspective after this love offer, it doesn't matter, because the Queen of Swords is like, I'll consider it. I'll listen. You know what I mean? I'm gonna fall for it though, because they got a divine feminine in mind, and I don't think it's this person. Bouquet. Gift, happiness, gratitude, success. In a relationship spread, Bouquet is considered an excellent card and promises a harmonious and love-filled partnership. It can mean the emergence of new relationships or the reactivation of a previous relationship. Okay, so is there a chance? Let's see what this child says. In a love spread, childhood, trust, a new stage, and maturity. Okay, those are all over the place. In a relationship spread, this card describes tender yet powerful emotions such as the beginning of romance or the birth of a child or even the budding desire to have children. Somebody is trying to get pregnant, but for the wrong reasons. Why would you need to stop somebody, keep them from going toward calmer waters, if this is what they want? If they wanted this with you, why do you have to stop them from going somewhere else? 18. Dog, friendship, loyalty, kindness, trust, and partnership. In a relationship spread, the dog card signals confidence in a partner, self-sacrifice for the sake of feelings, timely support, and the desire to please someone you love with all your heart. I still feel like I don't have the clarity I need, but I'm going to read this book, 26. As it almost feels like this person's going to stay. It does. That's what these cards feel like. So even though this person is a mercenary, there's going to be some message, though. Maybe there's going to be some message about this. Because mice are destructive. Other than this, I mean, I'm going to stop fixating on that mercenary word, but like, mice are destructive. If they get in your house, they will chew through fabric. They will create little nests everywhere. They will leave droppings. They multiply like rabbits, as far as I know. So, unless they're out in the field where they belong, if you let them in your house, wow. No, you people don't like intentionally let them in if they're not pets. But if you allow mice in your house and you don't get rid of them, if you allow them to, what is the word I'm looking for? Why am I hearing propagate? I never use that word. Is it propagate? Procreate? I think they mean the same thing. I'm not going to look it up. If you allow them to, I keep hearing propagate. If you let them run amok, they will cause all kinds of destruction. So I feel like somebody's waiting on a message about it, and they want to offer this to somebody else. They want to offer this bouquet of family and loyalty to the divine feminine. That's what it feels like. Book at the bottom of the deck. So y'all can see that. Information, secrecy, knowledge, potential. In a relationship spread, this card can indicate a partnership with difficult, closed person. It may suggest the possibility of a secret love affair or some secret in a relationship. Somebody cheating? That's what somebody doesn't see that coming. So maybe they want this stuff. They're trying to convince this King of Pentacles to have a baby, but they don't know that they've been found out that they've been cheating. Let me read this other. The main description says the book card deals with mastering new skills and acquiring new knowledge or education. The mystery or secret may be out in the open or might remain in the shadow, but will profoundly affect the life involved. The book card signifies unrealized potential and favorable opportunities, which may still be unknown. This card may refer to the book of life, a symbol of memories and past events. Somebody got a record. Somebody has been keeping tabs on I hate to say it like this, a weak empress. Somebody they thought was an empress. They've been keeping tabs on them, and they want to find out. I think they found that this person was cheating, so they're trying to get pregnant. They're trying to trap them in a bear trap. They want to incapacitate them. They want to keep them stuck. They want to keep them from moving forward towards an actual divine feminine. But the masculine knows they cheated. They got proof. I have that the What's the Tea deck, and I've pulled cards before that show that these cards come out constantly about like getting photo evidence, getting evidence. Do I have it in here? Let me pull these and see if this comes out. If this comes out, I'm done. Let me see what comes out about this fake empress, this weak empress. Hope some of this is, try to shuffle better than that. Some of this may be resonating for y'all. Hope it's not you. But if it is you, I'm sorry. Your plans are not going to work. Because why would you have to do this to somebody? It doesn't make sense. Uh-oh. Okay. Go check on my mama. Managing diabetes is not fun. For those of you with it, hats off to you. It is definitely a gamble. She's fine, but definitely running a little high lately. So let me get back to this. I want to get some What's the Tea cards. I want to know if this is going to work. I really hope not, because I hate to see when people, when I'm trying to use tarot language, but I just want to say when good people are taken advantage of by, I'm not even going to say bad people. So I think everybody has a potential to be good, but good people and devil energy, bad intentions, which are basically people who have not healed, who have refused to do shadow work, actually afraid to do their shadow work. The Strength card in reverse, like, yeah, we all got to do it. No matter who you are, no matter where you come from, no matter how you look, no matter what kind of validation you've gotten from other people in the past about what you should receive and how people should treat you, and get somebody to pay my bills or get some woman to dote on me. Like, we all got to do our work, because we're all karmic at some point. We all have the potential to be karmic, and maybe certain people bring it out in you. But it's your job to recognize that and to like do something about it, because you go around inflicting pain on people, getting desperate. And this 5 of Cups, that's also desperation to me. I think despair can lead to desperation, because now you're like, I don't know what to do. I just don't want to feel this pain anymore. So let me just try to stop somebody from leaving me. When who knows what preceded this Emperor getting into, I'm calling him an Emperor because it feels like Divine Masculine came out. That's Emperor to me. I don't think you can get to be a Divine Masculine without achieving Emperor status. Same thing with the Divine Feminine. So really, Empress is out here 3 times. Whoever you are, you got somebody in a chokehold, and somebody knows they're about to leave. If they're in a karmic situation or if they have already left it, they're resorting to desperate measures. Don't be like that, y'all. Don't be like that. Heal. I guarantee you, when you heal, you get what's coming to you. You don't get somebody else's destiny. You don't get it. And if you're with somebody who doesn't want to be with you, go find somebody else who does. But so many times I'm preaching to the choir. I've been through this myself. I've tried to hold on to people that clearly did not want the kind of things that I wanted, didn't want the level of relationship that I wanted. Because I knew I was worth something. I knew I had something to offer. But if you're with somebody who doesn't want what you want, that's okay. You know, you get attached to people and you both like where you are for some reason. Maybe the sex is good. Maybe you have some type of other arrangement going on. There's a financial situation is good. Like, you don't think you can make it without this person's income. You share children together, whatever it is. But like, if this person is, if you're not supposed to be together, you're not supposed to be together, and you're robbing yourself of the happiness that is there waiting for you. Let's see. What is going to happen in this situation? Impersonator wants to be like you, acts like, dresses like, looks like, and copies you. So whoever this is, they're trying to pretend that they're an empress or an emperor. Okay. Okay, what else? Running. So this person who's trying to stop the chariot from moving forward is running. They're running after, or this could be the person, your person that is being chased. Maybe they're running from this impersonator. What else? Boss Daddy. I love this card. Stable, rich business owner, CEO, big D energy. Y'all can read it. I'm not gonna say it. Yeah, they, like, I feel for you when you have somebody like this and you're chasing them, you're trying to keep them from leaving. Is it your fault? I don't know. I don't know your scenario, but if they want to leave, let them go. This has nothing to do with your worth. And for anybody that, like, for whatever your reasons are, don't stay in the Five of Cups. Don't stay in this energy because, like I said, it can lead to desperation. When you feel despair, when you feel like there's just no other option, you've missed, and also regret. This gives me regret. When you are not noticing, the original tarot deck shows this person like standing there looking all sad and dejected and not even noticing the cups behind them. And they're only focusing on the spilled cups. But there are like 2 cups behind them that are fine. They're still standing. But we're only focusing on, it's almost like the 4 of Cups. The 4 of Cups and the 5 of Cups look like somebody who just slept on something. Somebody slept on your person who was a boss daddy. And they're trying with everything they have to hold on to them because they're loyal, because they wanted a family. And they're using their sacral energy to try to keep it. That's not how you do that. What else? Wasting time, stuck, no change is limited. It's a waste of time. Somebody is wasting time. They're realizing it. Somebody's wasting time trying to hold on to this person, and somebody feels like they wasted time, possibly forces things on you, forces their way in, uses force to get what they want. Oh, that's giving me icky vibes, since I just talked about sacral energy. Somebody may be trying to trap them against their will. And don't be fooled. It ain't always masculine to force themselves on people. I'm really sorry if that's happening to somebody. It's gross. It's also punishable. It's a criminal offense. So if charges need to be filed, please do it. Please do it. Don't let anybody get away with this. If you have any control over the situation, even if something has happened, please feel empowered to tell someone. Make this person accountable. Even if they don't take accountability on their own, they got to be accountable for what they've done. Get a couple more. I'm feeling like this is not gonna happen. Clout hungry, says anything, does anything, makes shit up, dramatic. I mean, it goes along with the same desperate energy. Like, of course you want some external factors to make you feel whole, to make you feel worthy. Like, this person is so unhealed. They're just so unhealed, whoever this is. And they're refusing to do it. This last one. Okay, 2. Take them both. Happiness hater and cock. Isn't that the same person? A happiness hater and cock blocking. It could be the same person. They know they want to leave. And this one is third party all day long. They know they're going to be happy somewhere else. And they're hating on it. They're going to be happier, so they're blocking. Of course they are. But if you had your chance and you're trying to change your mind now, don't be in hangman energy now. You had your chance. All right, last thing, bottom of the deck, spiritual hater hates on your spirituality, light, magic, power. You could be a high priestess. You could be spiritual, very abundant, and have spiritual business, or maybe you're supposed to. And this person doesn't like it. And honestly, that gives me like, if they see you as a spiritual person and they're hating on you, they might be spiritual too, or maybe they're supposed to be. Or they're using spiritual practice, I can't talk. If they're using spiritual practices incorrectly and with impure intentions, what does that do? Backfires. I'll help you. I'll give you the answer to the quiz. It backfires. You don't get to do that and send out stuff to people and not get it back. You don't even have to say, you don't even have to do return to sender or anything. Like, it comes back anyway. The universe will restore balance. It will. I'm not even going to give any examples of what that is, but we're seeing it right now before our eyes. We're seeing it in so many ways. You see it in your personal life. Instant karma, when you watch it, somebody cuts you off on the highway and then somebody immediately cuts them off. It's like, the universe is going to seek balance. It's going to get its justice. There will be justice. And I've been seeing birds outside. I've got my window open. I love to leave my blinds wide open so I can see the activity outside. And it's nothing but birds because all these trees are so young. There's no squirrels or anything or other predators. So, but they've been chasing each other out of this yard for days now. Like, every time I look out there, I mean, I'm sure they do it every day, but the last couple of days I've been catching them. And they're all like eastern bluebirds. They're these little bluebirds with like this golden breast that's native to Georgia where I'm at. And it's like they just chase each other out of the yard. No, I want that worm. No, I want that bug. They just, I don't know if it's playful activity or if it's actually like they're chasing them out because they're territorial, but they're always chasing each other out of here. All right. What I'm going to get is, and that's significant. Everything that happens in the reading is significant. Somebody's being chased out of their territory. They're being chased out or they're being forced out in some way. They're being forced out. Take it as it resonates. If you know that your person is being chased out of the place that they thought they could be, the place where they ate, or they're chasing out this fake empress because they've been cheating and they caught them, but they're not telling them they're caught yet. This book, something secret. All right, I'm gonna close this out with some charms. Let's see if the charms have anything to tell us. What was that? Oh. Holding it wrong. It's Leo. I don't know if you can see that. I'm gonna hold it against something dark. Leo, so somebody in this dynamic, the Leo, has Leo somewhere in their chart. It's not gonna show up. I'm gonna have to do my overhead. I'm gonna do the overhead filming next time. A star. And this star, the way it looks to me, it's like an exploding star. It just feels like something is bursting with star energy. I don't know why it's kind of giving me somebody's stepping out too. Look, it looks like a foot kind of stepping out. I don't know. It's just something I'm seeing. Nobody else, you might not see that at all. That's what I get. So, what else? Star. Could be star seed connection. That's the second star. That one feels like a little blinged out. Got a heart, an open heart. Somebody's heart chart. This open heart chakra energy that I keep getting. Another star. What? And this one has something inscribed on it. I saw an inscription in my visions earlier. Just for you. It says just for you on it. I don't know if it's going to pick it up in the light. It's a star just for you. Somebody is holding you in star energy. They see you as a star. Or maybe they feel like they're just for you. You and you only. They only want you. But they got to overcome whatever this is. They feel they got to get out of that bear trap. Or avoid it if they have the opportunity to avoid it. There's this rocking horse. I pulled this out the other day. This gives me night energy, but it also gives me playfulness. Like somebody wants to just be playful. Probably with you. They see you as somebody they can be playful with. What else? This is a cross. I've never pulled this one out. It's a cross. I don't know, when I pulled it out though, it's not the same cross you would see on a hospital sign, but that's what I get. I get hospital. Somebody could work at a hospital, could work in the medical field. Oh wow! And I thought it was a red. The way I held it against my skin, it looked like a red cross. I don't know how I can get that to pick up on the camera. But when I pulled it out and my skin was against it, it looked like a red cross, but it's actually hollow. Why is the cross hollow? Keep pulling stuff about crossroads too. That gives me like somebody being at a crossroads, having to make a decision, but they feel hollow. Feel like they don't know which way to go. Just kind of Two of Swords energy. The lover and the devil is underneath that. The devil is always lurking. Let me tell you. That enemy is always lurking. Always. It can show up in a partner. It can show up in a partner's behavior. It can show up in your kids. It can show up in a boss. And, just some random interaction at a store. It's always lurking. The devil is an energy, not as a red person with horns and a pointed tail and pitchfork, but you know what I'm saying. How do you overcome the devil energy? Got to do your work. Another rocking horse, only this one, I believe, is a unicorn. Yeah, this one's a unicorn. So somebody wants to play, and they want a little magic. They need a little magic back in their life. Maybe they see that with you. Just get a couple more. I mean, who wants to be in the Queen of Swords all the time? That's not fun. It's not fun to be rigid and cold and guarded. Here's another heart, but this one also has an inscription, made with love. Made with love. I don't know why I'm getting whoever wants to trap this person with a baby. They want to make a baby out of love, not out of desperation. I mean, isn't that the goal? That you're in love with someone and you have children with the person that you actually love, and not with somebody who just wants to trap you because you're a King of Pentacles. Some Jezebel that wants to trap you just to keep you in their life, not because they actually love you. This person doesn't even love this person. This fake Empress doesn't even love this King of Pentacles. They want to keep them stuck. They want to keep them from going towards calmer waters and towards an actual divine and feminine Empress. And they think they can just, anyway. Dragonfly. It's the last one I'm going to get. No, I'm going to get one more. This is a pink dragonfly. The colors are kind of significant sometimes. This time it just feels like there is magic. They want magic. They want playfulness. They want, when they get out of the Two of Swords at crossroads, they want something made with love. Their heart is open. They see you as a star. It's fiery energy. Leo doesn't have to be a Leo. It could be any other fire sign. Sagittarius or why am I drawing a blank? Leo, Sagittarius, and Aries. Could be an Aries too. Your person or this person. Alright, last one. Let's get one more. I hope this jangling is not too loud in the camera. Microphone. Another dragonfly. Another dragonfly. I see dragonflies outside my window all the time. There's a lot of high grass around here. The HOA doesn't cut. They don't mow there's some parts of some lots that are just way overgrown. They just leave them. I guess that's part of the aesthetic, but there are dragonflies everywhere. So I guess there's kind of like marsh kinds of areas where they grow in the dark. I just heard that the other day, or they spawn in darkness, underwater, where it's probably dark. And then they just, as soon as they emerge, they start flying. So this feels like whatever is being kept in the dark, whatever is being hidden, whatever information is being sealed, like there's some information that is not being revealed yet about a Two of Swords, an Empress, and a Divine Masculine. Somebody is making a decision reluctantly, like maybe it's a hard decision. Maybe these people have been together for a while and it's a hard decision to decide to go. But if they see an Empress somewhere else and they're Divine Masculine, they need an Empress. Divine Masculine needs a Divine Feminine. That's the goal. Because anything less, it's not sustainable. And there's no scenario where you can make that fit, even if you try to trap somebody with a child. If it's not meant to be, it's not meant to be. And under this Divine Masculine card is past life. You can have past life with this Divine Masculine. And they're learning a karmic lesson. We all got to learn karmic lessons. That's the point, though, is that you got to learn it. Learn it so you don't repeat it. That's the point of the lesson, is for you to move past it, to grow through it. We all have to go through it. That's part of the shadow work, is I know I went through something that was supposed to teach me something. I had this relationship with this person, with these people, because they were supposed to teach me something. You're supposed to get it and move on. You're not supposed to stay there. So even if this masculine is having a hard time leaving, especially if there are children involved, and this is a stand-up person, male or female, it's a stand-up person. They don't want to leave any kids behind. They don't want to abandon children. Maybe they got childhood wounds they need to fix. They need to work on. Maybe they got mother wounds or father wounds. It's like we're all supposed to do our work. And then what happens at the end, once we've done our work, is what's meant to happen. Whoever you end up with is who you're supposed to be with. Because you're supposed to heal enough to meet somebody at a vibration. You're supposed to meet each other at the highest vibration as whole. You probably heard people say, you're not looking for somebody to complete you. That's my philosophy, is that I don't want to meet somebody who needs fixing. I've done enough of that. I'm a recovering people pleaser. So I don't need to meet somebody who I feel will make me better, or who will, not make me better. You want somebody that will enhance you and teach you something, but you don't want to meet somebody or try to be in a relationship with somebody because you feel empty, because you just need somebody to love you, because you just need somebody to take care of the bills. It's not what love is about. It's not what love is at all. So, hopefully this helps you in some way. If anything resonated, that is my intention. Please don't make anything fit if it doesn't. But if any part of this story helps you, please take it as a sign that you're on the right path, that your intuition is correct. We all need to follow our own intuition, because we get in trouble when we ignore it. I definitely have. Things are much better when I follow my intuition. So, thank you for watching. This is from my imagination to yours.